Today on Free Pilot Training, I'm going to be showing you this P1 headset from Kore Aviation. This headset's about $120 on Amazon, about $130 if you buy the bag with it. So I'd like to take a look at this headset and see if it's worth buying for a student pilot, because I know you guys are spending a lot of money on your training. So let's take a look at this and do a little review on this guy. Okay, so I know that there's a lot of cheap headsets out there, and it can be really difficult to decide what headset you want to buy when you're first getting started. And to be honest, a lot of these headsets are really similar in quality. And the truth is, you do get what you pay for. So a more expensive headset, on as a general rule, is going to be a better headset. But when you're getting started, it is really expensive. I understand that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to spend less on a cheaper headset in the beginning. Because even if you decide that you want to spend more at a later time, you can always give a headset to a passenger and they're going to always appreciate a newer headset rather than using the community headset at the flight school or whatever. But anyway, so this is kind of nice. This headset actually comes with an extra mic muff. And I don't know if the basic model comes with this as well, or if only the one with the bag comes with the extra mic muff. But that's really nice because I've worn these out before and they're not expensive, but then you have to deal with shipping them and stuff. So anyway, so right off the bat, this is a pretty common style. This particular headset does not have noise canceling, or it doesn't have active noise canceling. So it doesn't have a controller, which I actually like. I wish they would make a noise canceling headset that did not have a controller, because I hate dealing with a controller, but it is what it is. I'd rather have the noise canceling. So, all right. So once again, this little bag here is an extra 10 bucks. And if you have a good flight bag, I wouldn't recommend purchasing that, just because these a lot of times just get left laying around and they just make a mess. But if you don't have a good flight bag, then you'll probably want to buy this guy to protect your headset. But a good flight bag is going to have a spot for these. And so that can save you 10 bucks right there just by not purchasing the bag. But as far as the quality of this headset's concerned, the first thing I'm noticing right here is the headband. This headband is a little bit better than some of the cheap ones like the Rugged Air 200s. This headband is it looks like a pleather headband, whereas those ones from Rugged Air, they're like a plasticky, and so they're not as durable, I don't think. So right off the bat, you're paying a little bit more than the Rugged Airs, but this one does have a little bit better band, which this is actually kind of a part that puts pressure on your head. So it might be worth spending, the little bit more money on that. So as far as everything else is concerned, this headset's kind of interesting because the speakers are actually covered with a little bit of foam in here. And I don't know if you can see that too well, but um, the speakers themselves are covered up. So I'm wondering if you're going to get a little bit better fidelity and little bit more clear sound because of that. As far as the earmuffs are concerned, they're basically the cheaper plasticky style. They're not the gel cups, so they're not quite as soft on the ear. But I've used these in the past, and there's really no issues with them. The only thing you get with these cheaper earmuffs is these can make your ears sweat. So if you're in a hot climate or whatever, you might either want to replace these or they make cloth covers for these, and they're not really that expensive. But so that's an option right here. So this particular headset right here, it's expandable with these little twisty knobs, and that's pretty standard. But you also would, if your head is fat like mine, you would have to stretch this metal band, to keep it from crushing your head. So that's pretty standard on these cheaper headsets. Looks like we have an aux port right here. So if you want to listen to music or whatever, you can do that. The one thing about this headset I'm kind of indifferent about is this wireframe boom. Now, I've never really had issues with these, but I've seen people where the boom falls apart on them. But if that becomes a problem, you could always buy Loctite and put Loctite on those screws. But the advantage to them is that they do kind of hold in place better than the other ones. But over time, they can loosen. But actually, I don't know. Looks like it's a little bit of a pain to get over to the other side. So if you wanted the boom on the other side, but it does go to both sides. So that's not really a huge issue. But then you got a few extra wires here, which can get tangled on things. But yeah, the boom is probably the biggest drawback. But I think their more expensive headset has a a little bit more flexible boom and not this style, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just something to think about. You got your volume adjustment here. Looks like one side does both. Sometimes you'll get volume on each side so you control individual ears. Maybe if you're deaf on one side, like my brother-in-law, I don't know, but this just controls one side. So something to think about. If you have a hard of hearing in one ear, you only have control over both of them together. Now, as far as like the cords and stuff are concerned, they look pretty durable. I don't see anything wrong with these. They look pretty nice. They're really decent quality overall. But you get what you pay for. This is a cheaper headset, but it does look like it's very well made. It doesn't look like it's going to fall apart or anything like that. So let's get out in the airplane and go test it out and see how the sound quality is.
Let's go. Clear.
Palmer Radio, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot with Delta over at Blue River. Going to be VFR over the Scenic Valley there.
Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot, Palmer Radio, Roger. Good morning, no reported traffic, and you said you have information Delta?
Hey, firm, we have Delta. Thank you.
Skyhawk 14 Foxtrot, Roger.
So today I'm testing out this headset from Kore Aviation. This is the P1 right here, and Hagen has the KA1, which is their little bit better headset. That one's about $200. This headset's like $120, $130, depending on the package you get. But as of right now, after just putting it on, like I can hear myself pretty good. I can hear you pretty good. I heard the radios pretty well, and so far they're pretty comfortable. We're going to go fly over the Scenic Glacier if the clouds allow us, and then we'll do some testing. Very cold today, so we got lots of pow hair. Good. Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot crossing 2810 at Alpha, Palmer. All right, and then swing it out so we can see, make sure nobody's coming, even though we know there's not. Sure. Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot, taking 34 for a east departure, Palmer. All right, let's get out of here. All right, power's coming in. All right, power's looking good. 2270 on the RPM. Oil's looking good. Airspeed's coming alive, just waiting for 60 knots.
All right. We're at 60 knots. Here
there
we go.
It is. Yeah.
Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 3 mile 45, turn left downwind to 34.
Awesome. Let's climb out at 70 knots. So pitch that nose up.
Okay.
A little bit more right rudder. This plane's got a little bit more power than the last one you were flying.
Okay.
We're going to be going on the downwind and then exiting.
Okay.
And Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot, entering a left downwind for a departure over the Scenic. Palmer traffic. Yeah, so like obviously neither one of these headsets have noise canceling, so that is a huge advantage for headsets when they have noise canceling. But you're also talking like the cheapest noise canceling headset you can get is like I think the cheapest I've ever seen is about $300, and a good noise canceling headset is going to be at least $350 to $400, and like high quality, you're looking at like over $1,000. So these don't have noise canceling, so there's a lot of ambient noise in here with these P1s, but I can still hear just fine.
Sure.
And Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot, departing to the south here, 1,200, and we're going to be making a left turn out just south of the Butte, Palmer. Yeah, so once again, this headset does not have the gel ear cups, so it's not quite as fancy as that one, so it's not quite as comfortable, but if you're on a budget, the gel cups aren't really that necessary, and you can actually buy those later on. I actually don't think they're too expensive, so that's an option if if you're on a budget to start and then you want to improve your headset later. That's a really easy way to do that. All right, so this is the Butte right here, and a lot of people go hike up this right here.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, and actually, we could go hike that at some point in time, because usually during the wintertime it's covered in snow and it's kind of miserable to hike, but this is kind of rare for Alaska. There's no snow right now, and it's January 9th.
Yep.
It's usually not a lot, but enough to where you don't want to go hiking.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's funny. Obviously, you come to Alaska and you expect snow, and there's not a flake on the ground. So
yeah, you're going to get to see the glacier.
Awesome.
I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Flying over a glacier is probably the most beautiful thing you'll ever do.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, like, it's not quite as cool because you can't really see the mountaintops right now, but, man, it's still beautiful out here. All right, so we are getting into a little bit of moisture here, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. What's that thing say? So it says we're 40 degrees. So we should not be running into any kind of icing right here. So that's my biggest concern right now. If it starts raining on us and it's like right at freezing, that's when you start getting like icing conditions, and that can get pretty scary. And Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot, about 3 miles to the southeast, 1,300 eastbound for the Scenic Glacier. Everything's looking good. So actually, I think what we're seeing here is a temperature inversion. So the temperature was like 36 degrees on the ground, and it's a little bit warmer up here, which matches because like these stratus clouds, when you have like a warm front and stuff, a lot of times you'll get a temperature inversion. So that makes me feel a little bit better that it's warmer up here. So we should not expect icing. Yeah, we'll be flying over the house here in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually one of the things I like about this P1, now that I'm wearing it, I actually do kind of like this this wireframe because it's actually staying in place really, really well right now, and it doesn't feel like it's getting in the way a lot of times like those flexible booms do.
Yeah.
And it's like slightly canted to the left, and I know you can adjust all this and kind of freeze it in position. Now it might get looser over time, but once again, you could put Loctite on the like screws and stuff, so that could be kind of nice. So yeah, I'm kind of liking this boom. Yeah, so our house is right here somewhere. There's somebody out in the driveway in the cul-de-sac on our house. You see him?
Oh yeah, sure enough.
All right, let's go hit up the glacier.
All right.
This is the best part. The big thing for me is that like one advantage to not having Bluetooth, or not Bluetooth, but like noise canceling is you don't have a controller. And so that's one thing I hate about noise canceling headsets is controllers, because like it can get kind of in the way when you're flying, and like when you're first starting, like it seems like everything gets in the way. So like I will say that is a slight advantage to not having noise canceling, but in the grand scheme of things, I would rather have noise canceling, but like that is an option. I wish a company would come out with a headset that had noise canceling that did not have the controller. If I'm wearing the headset, I want noise canceling. It doesn't have to be, like, it could just automatically turn on when you plug it in. That'd be fine with me. So, like, if somebody, a headset manufacturer is listening to this, please build a headset that does that. I hate the controller.
Oh, man, that's beautiful. All right, your controls. I'm going to take some pictures here.
My controls. This is just, it's so incredible out here. There's just nothing like it in the lower 48. Look how blue it is.
It's just beautiful.
It's unreal.
It's amazing, but it's like pictures just don't do it justice.
No, they really, they do not.
You gotta view it for yourself. So.
Yeah, you really do.
And there'd be no way. I mean, there'd be no way to cross this. You want to take some pictures as well?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
All right.
Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. Yeah, so another thing about this headset is this band up top right here. It seems a little bit more comfortable than like one of the cheaper headsets. A lot of them have the plasticky band, and they seem like they put a little bit more pressure on the top of my head. This one seems like it's a little bit fluffier, so of course my hat doesn't have a button on it, which makes all the difference in the world if you're wearing a hat.
I don't know if mine does or not. I don't know.
But you can definitely tell a difference when your hat has a button on it, because like you'll be flying for like an hour and you'll be like, ah. So quit making buttons on hats for you hat manufacturers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like this headset is pretty new. I just put it on, but like I could probably stretch the band out just a tiny bit more, because I feel like if I was in here for like a couple hours, it might be crushing my head a tiny little bit, but overall it's really not that bad. Flaps are up, mixture, best power, that's full, Rich. Throttle set, landing and taxi lights on, we'll get the rest of beam the numbers.
All right.
Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot on a left downwind for 3-4, full stop, Palmer. Alright, there's a beam, our touchdown point, so pull the power, carb heat on.
Carb heat on.
Raise the nose and get that in the white arc.
Alright.
And now drop the flaps the first notch. There you go.
Okay.
There.
There we go.
Yeah, go ahead and clear left here.
All
this
right.
is looking good.
Clear left.
Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot on a left base for 3-4, Palmer. Go ahead and drop that second notch.
Second notch flaps.
Palmer traffic, doing command G16, keeping minus 4 miles to the west, departing to the west, climbing 3,300 left.
Give yourself a little power.
Okay.
You're getting low. You're not low yet, but you're getting low. There you go. Now turn left.
What?
Palmer traffic, Skyhawk 4714 Foxtrot, left base 3-4, or base to final 3-4, Palmer. All right, flaps all in. Throw your flaps in. Now you can start pulling that power back out. There you go. Now we're looking for 60. Put a little more power. We pulled a little too much there.
Okay.
Yeah, this is better. A little less power.
Okay, looking a little high.
This is about right. About a fist length on the dash there. So nose down, a little power. We're getting slow. Power. Right there. Yep, right there. Keep it right here.
All right.
Now keep a slight amount of right wing aileron in there and a little bit of left rudder.
Okay.
That'll kind of keep us coming down the right direction.
Okay, let me pull more power.
Right here's good.
All right.
Now start pulling back a little bit.
All right, easing out the power.
Yeah, this is looking great.
All right, this will look good.
Yeah.
All right, pull the power.
Idle power, yep.
Power.
Raise the nose. Little right rudder. Hey,
All right.
I didn't even help on that one.
All right.
Yeah.
That looks
Yeah.
good till we got to the ground.
Well, you just over control a little
Sure.
bit. That's all, and that's very common. But you did it
Awesome.
all by yourself.
Awesome.
Love it. Yeah. So overall, this is a great little headset, and it's actually a really great price. In fact, this particular headset, the P1, Kore just told me the other day that anyone who buys my ground course for $50 is going to get a coupon for this headset for $99.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Which
good
is
deal.
unreal, actually. So if you guys are interested, check out my ground course, and when you purchase it, then you'll get that coupon in email for $99. Thanks for watching, guys.